Hi YouTube, how we doing today? How we doing today? I just want to jump on real quick just to let you all know about that $2,000 stimulus on top of the $1,200 that we've already gotten. Now, first of all, I want you to go ahead as you're going through this video. I want you to comment below any updates, any information you want to offer, any question you want to ask, you can comment below. Also, I want you to click subscribe. Subscribe to my channel. Make sure you turn those notifications on so you get all the updates. I am a 13-year teacher. I'm always researching and finding information about, this corona's epidemic, this pandemic, to where people are losing their job, they're losing their home, they're just losing everything. And it's always good to have somebody that's always putting pertinent information out there to help everybody. So I want you to click that subscribe button and I want you to turn on your notifications so you can see my videos as they come in. But today I particularly want to talk about that $2,000 a month stimulus payment. And I got another bonus for you all too. Okay, with that stimulus, if you received that $1,200 stimulus that we just recently received, some of you all, just like me, has a 17-year-old that's still in high school, that's not really a college student, and I couldn't carry that, or you couldn't carry that credit for that child for this tax season. Just think about it now. With the $2,000 stimulus, you'll be able to get that credit for it. And also, if you have a qualifying dependent, a qualifying child, you'll also get that $500 credit. So let me break it down to you with the $2,000 a month stimulus payment. First of all, the $2,000 in cash per month guaranteed for 6 months. Yes, I said 6 months. So you'll be getting $2,000 for 6 months. Now, we're thinking, what can I do with $2,000 for 6 months? I can do a lot with $2,000 for 6 months. That can help me out with my rent, my groceries. You can help me out with other necessities that I need, especially when I don't have a job, I don't have anything to support me, and my unemployment didn't go through. So that will be very, very helpful. Now, another thing is the qualifying families with children receive an additional $500 per child, with funds capped at a maximum of 3 kids. So you can only get the $500 for 3 kids. Also, the glorious part about this is the college students and the adults with disabilities who are still claimed as a dependent will be eligible. The individual will receive the monthly payment, the $2,000 per month, and their parent or guardian will receive the dependent credit. So this time, you will get your $2,000. That college student or the disabled person will get their $2,000. Plus, you will get the parent will receive that credit as carrying them as a dependent. Okay, so you be getting that amount of money. Also, individuals who are unemployed or who had no earnings will be eligible. You will have to go to the IRS website so you can apply for that using that 1099 form. So make sure you get that done. All right. The $2,000 sound great. And it's plus you're getting more for 6 months. Now, on top of that, you guys, I'm elated. And I know a lot of people out on social media are really putting this out there, but the free rent and no mortgage payments. A lot of people are trying to figure out, well, the legislature thought $1,200, not enough money, which it isn't a lot of money. My rent is a little over $1,000. So what can $1,200 do for me? Okay, they give me that one $1,200 payment. What am I going to do for the next month? Okay, so I'm still needing some type of income coming in, especially for the folks who don't have a job, had to be laid off because their jobs closed down. So let me explain to you and break it down to you with the free rent and no mortgage payments. The bill will institute a nationwide cancellation of all residential rents and mortgages. With that being said, this is how the bill works. It says full payment forgiveness for rent and mortgage payments for your primary residence. So that means you will be living rent-free and mortgage-free. No accumulation of debt for renters or mortgage borrowers. Meaning, I know you've been hearing this rumor about if I don't pay my rent this month, or if my landlord doesn't will allow me to pay my rent later, the months that I don't pay, all of those months that I don't pay, they're going to add it up and they want that back all in return. No, not with this bill. Once this bill is passed, there will be no accumulation of debt for renters or mortgage borrowers. And also, there will be no negative effect on your credit rating or rental history for any renters or mortgage borrowers. Okay, that's a plus. Okay, now, also how it works is It applies to all existing rent or mortgage agreements on primary residence, including subleases and room rentals. So they have to be existing. They have to be currently now. All right. And it applies to all renters and mortgage borrowers, regardless of income, amount of rental payment, or mortgage payment. So everybody is included in this. And this will be retroactive, dated back to March 13th, 2020, and last for 1 year. So this will last for a year. All right. And the renters and mortgage borrowers will be reimbursed payments made in April. So if you paid rent last month, April 2020, they will also include that amount of rent. The actual landlords will reimburse you for your rent. And borrowers, and another thing too, borrowers who have a mortgage, who owe a mortgage, and has a separate rental residence, you have to choose between either one. You can't get both. Sorry. Okay, now, and this free rent thing sounds good. Everybody, it's just pleasant to us, especially the people, the consumers, the citizens of the United States who are actually going through the hard parts and the hard times of this. Free rent sounds great, but what about the landlords? Now, with the landlords, they're not out of luck in this, okay? The federal government will create a relief fund for landlords and a relief fund for lenders by which they can be reimbursed. You hear me? Reimbursed for the lost rent and mortgage payments. So lenders and landlords must abide by the fair renting and lending practices for a period of 5 years. So that means in order to get that relief, they have to keep up with their community rules. They have to equal housing lending. You know, they have to abide by those rules and guidelines, because you do have some landlords that will try to cheat you. They will go to the point to where they probably won't fix your plumbing or come in and patch up work inside of your rental or mortgage properties. But they will have to abide by the same rules as this rental process or fund is going through the year. Okay. Now, I know I've said a lot. I want you to subscribe to my channel so we can be, and I'm sneezing, hold on. Okay, back. So I just want you to subscribe to my channel and just stay up to date. And I'm going to be putting in new videos, uploading new videos, and make sure you turn on your notifications. Thank you.